Stadium in Eugene. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Rice Owls and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Ducks kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Owls offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And this offense is going to have their hands full, and especially this offensive line. And it's not just this year. Like, you watch this group, they're dominant, they're physical. Like, they're gonna make you earn everything you get. But it seems like with this program, Palmer, it's year after year after year. Plug and play, next guy, physical, fast, disruptive defensive linemen.
Yeah, they've set a standard, I think, at that position, at this school. When you look around college football, they're always dominant up front. They're able to recruit a specific athlete tailored to their style of defense and attacking. And it doesn't matter what year it is, who the opponent is, this D-line creates a lot of problems, and they're living in the backfield. Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So the Oregon Ducks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Going up against a secondary that has had its struggles, and he'll look to exploit them in this one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they are.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeps it on first down.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On the option. Pulls it again on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dante Moore. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the option. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Throwing Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Moore to the air. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the 3. Moore from the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking. They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it. Got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. They'll run the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Quick spin on the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Moore. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After that last incompletion, here's second and 10 from their own 20. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Makes one man miss.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Moore will throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go play action with Moore. He's going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Davison. Hits him with a stiff arm. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Got some room to run. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The option look. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dante Moore. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Moore to the air. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Again, it's Moore. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's going to take off. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our college football update show. We start with Arizona taking on the number 10 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing more. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Kept it, and he's past the marker. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the option. Pulls it on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though.
Running inside, it's Davison. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give on the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts...
There's a crease. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Moore. With the catch, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Davison. Headed to the end zone. He's piled up 82 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown! They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The snap sets up the throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's Moore to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Johnson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle.
Snags it, and he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. From the red zone, it's Davison. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He's loose down the middle. The 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that.
Number 28, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Dante Moore. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Moore from the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, that is...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The offense changing the play. Fourth down, Moore. Here's a heat. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football.
Makes the grab in their space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The run inside. It's Davison. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Now, after the interception, is a man. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Across the 45. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them.